am RedCyclone! Yeah!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better at Square podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Mark with the mic.
What is going on? What's going on?
Chilling, Mark. How you doing?
I'm good. Besides going through the wings of hell, I'm good.
Yes. This is something we talked about last week.
Yep.
I know you brought it up. This was a Twitch stream with you and Tenacious T.
Yes. So
and you both did the Hot Ones challenge, right?
Yes, we did.
I got to peep the stream.
Nice.
And it was actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
So, you want to talk about what you guys did?
So we've been watching Hot Ones. Shout outs to them and Fresh We Feast YouTube channel. It's a fun show. It's like an interview show with hot wings, and it goes into 10 different flavors of wings, and they all get hotter as you go. So the Scovilles on them are crazy. Like the last one is ridiculous how much Scovilles it is. That's like how they measure the heat, I guess. The scientific terms of how they measure the heat. So yeah, and me and Tommy are neglected for punishment, so we were like, fuck it, let's do it. We saw the box for this season's. We actually thinking about making it a yearly thing and just doing it like every year. March we'll probably, because that's kind of the anniversary of when me and him started the Morphin Cast. So
Gotcha.
And that's 6 years, and then we've been on 8, and that's been 6. So that's been good. So So yeah, so we were going like, all right. So next year we're going to get the next season box. So each season has different hot sauces. So some of them are mainstays, but the rest of them are different. So we probably do that next year as well. So we had a lot of issues going into it. Like there was a lot of issues. My internet went down. Jackie was trying to set up, and we had to make a makeshift tripod with the cat post. Doom was hard to work for. She was with an iron fist, making sure everyone was getting their shit done, and she was not letting us have it. She was like, no. She had a vision.
But at least she wasn't singing like local usually, though.
Right.
Usually.
Nah, Doom just rules with iron fist. She just makes sure you're done. So we had a makeshift tripod with my computer and the cat post and a couple video games to keep the camera up. We used whatever we had. And then while cooking the wings, trying to get done before 5 o'clock, and then the internet going in and out, and me trying to fix that while cooking wings, while doing that, it was hectic. But once everything started working, we got everything going back. The wings were done. I wish they were hot. I wish they were still warm. I should have put them in the oven before putting the sauces on. But again, we had to take our time to put the sauces on. There's 10 sauces. You had to coat all the wings with the sauce, and then the last dab is you put the one more dab on it. So that we did it. We went through it pretty smooth. I think nothing really affected us. Like, yeah, you see the us dealing with the heat and stuff like that, but nothing was really like catastrophic until the bomb one. The bomb tastes like shit. It tastes like asphalt, hell. If the devil gave you a bean, that was it. Like, it was terrible. Like, it had no good taste to it whatsoever. It's just burn. And that was the one that was just like, fuck you. Like, that was the one that was like, whoever made this, yo, your mom's a hoe. Like, this, it sucked so badly. It was like, but I'll tell you one thing. Doing that one right before doing the last two, it kind of calmed down the last two compared to that one, because I couldn't really taste the last two because of that one. So I guess that's that. But there were some actually really good ones. Like the Los Gallientes was amazing. Like I will actually use that on a regular, like daily basis kind of thing. Like that's a good taco sauce. That's a good one. Like throw on some meat, throw on some like chicken breast and shit like that. That was actually a really good one. I like garlic, so like there was a garlic based one that was really good. I think it was the third sauce. That was like garlic and jalapenos. It was actually pretty good. And then the first sauce is a basic hot sauce. It's kind of like a Red Devil kind of way. It's like a little picante kind of thing. It's not bad. They weren't bad. It was just, again, that one really fucked with us. And all the myths of what will help you die down. For me, that worked, and because I drank one glass on screen, and I drank one glass when we were done. I got chocolate oat milk.
Okay.
And I got like the extra thick, like the extra creamy chocolate oat milk, and that helped me. Because once I had the second cup, I was like, I didn't really feel anything after that.
Okay. Cool.
So that worked. Because it also has the things that you need for it to calm down. It has the fattiness you need to calm down, and also the sugar helps. The sugar and the chocolate helps. So that worked. It was good. If you want to check it out, it's on YouTube now, on the Mark with the Mic YouTube channel, and it's also on Twitch still. I usually keep my videos up on Twitch because I don't really monitor them. So once we start I'm trying to get a schedule going. I'm gonna try to do streaming 3 days a week. Probably 2 of the days is gonna be WWE 2K22. One day I'm gonna do GM mode. The other day I'm gonna do like fantasy matches and shit. And just have videos, like have the computer play some like matches, like we're gonna vote for like dream matches, and then we throw that on there. And I'll do that for a couple things and do some commentating and talk to you guys while that's going on. So that might be my idea for that. And then the other one's gonna be GM mode, which I wish you could do GM mode online, but it's not. You're just doing it on your own kind of thing.
Okay.
Because I would try to get someone to do it with me, kind of thing, but it's by myself. And I'll start a new season of that this week. So it might be Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturday. That might be the Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday. It might be the days. So stay tuned on Twitch TV, and I'll put the schedule up later today. So that's coming.
Yes, sir.
I got some more deliveries coming.
Before we keep it moving, how about Tommy? How was his reactions to everything?
One thing I had to cut him off with saying it. So on Twitch, there's a rule that you cannot inflict self-pain. So he was going to talk about his colitis on the Twitch, and I was like, you can't, because that's self-pain.
Oh no.
So I had to explain to him, like, so one of the rules on the guidelines of the rules, you can't self-pain. So the beer we couldn't really show that we were drinking beer. Luckily, Guinness looks like Coca-Cola, so you can't really say anything about that. Guinness is dark, so it looks like Coca-Cola, or it looks like a thick like malt root beer kind of thing. So, but I told him that you cannot do self-infliction pain. So basically, you saying you have colitis and this could kill you, we could get banned for that.
Yeah, gotcha.
So that's why I was saying you cannot talk about that. So I had to cut that off, but I cut it off like easily, so it was not like. But I was like, yeah, you can't talk about that. And then I showed him later on, like, just because he felt like I like cut him off like that. I was like, no, this is the guidelines. See the guidelines. You cannot put self-infliction. So basically, if you're getting drunk on the stream or things like that, and you're acting drunk and you're acting like you're gonna self-harm you, they'll ban your shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, you can't do that. But other than that, he did good. Like, he did really good. He has more of the pain than I do. Like, he's still dealing with it, but he actually lined up eating more wings and having the Los Gallientes sauce with it. So he's doing okay. But he's saying that one fucked him up because it gave him heartburn now. But he's doing okay. He's doing okay.
All right, that's
cool. We both.
So wait. Also, did he tell you his favorite?
The Los Gallientes.
Okay, that was his favorite. Gotcha. The one that got him was also his favorite.
The one that got that the bomb was the one that got. Actually, you know what? There was one that kind of I think got him before the bomb was this Jamaican. It was like a Jamaican like a jerk sauce.
Okay.
It was like a chocolate. I forgot what was the name of it. It was actually pretty good. Like I like jerk chicken. I like Jamaican foods, and I like jerk chicken. So for me, it was not bad because I actually had shit like this. I had hotter than this before, so I was like, all right, that was actually really good. I think that one caught him off guard because he liked the taste of it, and then it hit him right in the back. And then the next one was the bomb, and that one did its damage.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it was fun. We'll do it again. It wasn't as dramatic what people made it seem. I've seen.
You trying to tell me Sasha Banks is a liar?
Well, Sasha was strong with it. I think I think the one that gets all of them is the bomb one. The one
trying to tell me Stone Cold Steve Austin is a liar?
Again, him with the bomb. Like again, from what I watch in this show, the bomb is the one that gets everybody. Some of them are a little bit more sensitive to heat, and they'll get some of the earlier ones. But the bomb is the one that's like, "Fuck you, we're gonna rip your tongue off," kind of thing.
Which one was that? Also, the one that made Idris Elba have that reaction that turned into like that funny ass gif.
Yep. Yep.
Oh fuck!
Because that one, it doesn't taste good at all. So not only you're getting all the heat, it just doesn't taste good. So your face is like, oh.
Yeah. Okay,
that one's not good. But yeah, shout outs to Hot Ones. I'm gonna send our link to Sean Evans and them and just show some love because we love the show and keep it up. And he does good interviews too. He actually gets a lot of good information. So I think Courtney Cox was the last one on last week. This week. So
yeah, I saw there's like a bunch of new ones.
Dave Grohl was great. Dave Grohl from Foo Fighters, that was a great one because he got hammered the whole fucking show.
Oh, okay.
He was just taking shots between every two wings, and then in the end of the wing, he told them, "You know what? I've been practicing this. I've been eating these shits all fucking week."
Wow.
So yeah, it was cool. It was fun. It was an experience. We did it. We conquered it, and maybe even next season we'll probably get the next box. So we'll see what's up.
Okay, good stuff.
Yeah, man.
Make sure you check that out on the Mark with the Mic Twitch channel, right?
Twitch and on YouTube, Mark with the Mic. It's up there now. It premiered at 10 a.m. today, so it's up there now.
Good stuff.
Yep.
Make sure you check it out.
Yeah, and thank you for all the guys that tuned in. Like, there was a lot of love, a lot of support, and there was a lot. The chat was booming and everything like that, so it was great. It was good interactions, and they were asking questions and everything like that too. So it was fun. We was trying our best to answer the questions, but like again, some of those wings, it was like the bomb one. After that, like I'm not answering none of your shit. I gotta calm this shit down. Fuck yeah. But that one was the worst one. Like I don't wish that one on anybody. That one sucked.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got some new stuff in. I got the disguise turtles in. That was something I got this week.
Okay.
They look really cool. They have jeans and trench coats, and they have the white face mask, and they have some pizzas with them. It was really cool, and it has a nice little window so you can actually see the figures. I really want to open them, but I'm trying not to. I'm trying to actually just get an idea what I'm going to exactly do with them, and then that's when I'll open them. But right now, I'm just leaving them in the box. I got news that my Super 7 4 turtles are coming in the mail this week, so I'm very excited to see those. Those are pretty much the remastered versions of the original figures. They kind of got me wanting to collect these now. I'm trying to just be ones that I had as a child, but some of them look super dope. Like the last wave they just showed with the Commander Gorilla, that one looks sick. So I was like, fuck, I might not let them bind all these things. But yeah, those are coming in. Usagi went on sale this week, so I pre-ordered him. The neutrinos I kind of passed on. I don't care for them, and I actually don't care to pay $75 for 3 figures. So I'll think about it probably right before they end their sale, if I'm gonna get it or not. But right now, I'm good with just Usagi.
Okay.
How's Elder Ring treating you? This would probably be the segment of every week is the update of Elder Ring.
Look, I think at this point, at least story wise, I should be about 2/3 of the way, if not like just 50%.
Nice.
Level wise, I hear it's like you could probably get to the end of get to the end and not have as much trouble around like around 120.
Yeah.
I just made it to 100. Like usually a Dark Souls game, because it's not this long, usually you'll finish it around the average playthrough for a person who's trying to min-max everything, maybe like 70, 80.
Yeah.
You know, of course, the better you usually are in dealing with it, you could beat it at level 1. You know how that's just a thing.
Yeah.
The game is beatable like that, but like I don't. That's masochism. I ain't there.
Yeah.
But so far as in content wise, I've seen a majority of the map. The cool thing about the game is just how big it is. There's just chunks that's still not available. So
Yeah.
like I just know that there's more places to go. There's more bosses to fight. There's more stuff to find. There's stuff that is still in the places that I've already been.
Okay.
I'm pumped. You don't want to hear that. He's like, find it all now. Listen, no, can't do it like that. Don't work like that. But that's basically where I'm at now. I'm at 100. What I do now is just find a boss to help people get past it. Like if I get to a boss and I know like, oh, this is not good.
Yeah.
This is gonna make people cry.
Yeah.
I usually just like hang out around there because like the cool thing about this that has let's see, it's followed the series since the beginning is that they encourage you helping other people finish the game.
Okay.
And when you do that, they compensate you by giving you the souls, runes in this game's case, like the currency.
Yeah.
So when you help them, you get stuff and you can power up your gear easier.
Oh, nice.
So that's basically all you got to do. That takes and bosses in this game, it's not like a Monster Hunter game where a boss like could be a 15-20 minute encounter. It's like 3-4 minutes. So you just stand outside the door and like put your sign down and help people. And that's like maybe 2 to 3 minutes per fight because you know the other thing that's interesting is seeing other people's builds in action.
Yeah.
Right. And at that point in the game, people have their levels behind them, so it's not like we're all struggling in the beginning.
Yeah.
At that point, people got all types of crazy stuff. So the number one thing I see that is murdering any boss that you walk up to, you damn right, is some magician shooting a freaking. It's literally a command man.
Yeah.
It's like just a giant blue beam that comes out of them, and like if a boss gets hit by that, you just see chunks of the health bar going out.
Oh, okay.
But the bad part is, especially in multiplayer, because you can't. Usually, people who can kill a boss in like one shot don't need help.
Okay.
So the people that you see need help, they can't do that. So they do good damage, but you see the boss gets up to them, and it's like goodbye.
Yeah.
He touches you, you're done. Because that's what happens with magic. It's like you focus your points into being that. The intelligence is the stat. The intelligence is not boosting your HP. It's not boosting your defense as high. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a counterbalance to it. Yes, you can melt things, but if you get touched, you get deleted. So
oh shit. Okay.
You see that happen. I've seen it happen a lot. Where it's like, oh man, look at that boss's health bar. Just go all the way down. Oh, and he's deleted the host. Gotta do it again. Sorry, dude. You should have moved. Like that's what happens.
That's fucked up.
And it's cool too, because like most of the bosses, like the story bosses,
Yeah.
is usually where I stop, and like they're cool.
Yeah.
Like they have moves and they do all types of cool stuff. Like
Yeah.
it's they didn't skimp on the budget when it came to the boss.
Nice. That's good.
That's good. At least the story ones. The story
Yeah.
ones, like they're messed up. They really are. So
Yeah. That's cool.
that's where I'm at now. I'm pretty sure if I keep like not just helping people, I can finish the game like maybe by the next time we have the cast.
All right,
So,
cool. So, yes,
Mhm.
Elder Ring update part 3 will be
Coming
next
soon.
week.
Yes, sir.
Are you gonna stream it anytime soon, or put it up on
Nah,
YouTube?
I don't stream. I have Spectrum.
Yeah.
You want me to go what you went through? Nah.
Are you gonna post it up, like make videos?
I'm on a second playthrough because I know what I want to do.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't think anybody wants to just see you die over and over again. That's not.
Maybe.
It is fun to watch, but it's like
I know. I'm like, I'm down to watch you die.
Today I was watching the stream, and the dude got to a point where he was just.
I need to see the reactions
wiped,
though after you die.
Wiped.
Yeah.
Just wiping the floor, and it is the other thing that the game does is like sometimes you'll finally get in the groove where you're beating the boss, and then you get to the part where it turns into bullshit, and then like you just scrape past that part.
Yeah.
And then like it's just you and the boss down to like, all right, if I get him one good time, and then nope, you just get deleted and you gotta do it all over again. You just like, I just spent like 20 minutes doing this shit. Hell no, I ain't doing this again. Let me go somewhere else. And that's kind of how that game is different from the rest of the games. Because in the other games you can't do that.
Okay.
Because usually the boss that's deleting you is the boss that you have to beat to get past something.
Okay.
And this one is like, come back after you beat something else. So that's how it is. But this time, maybe next week, I'll probably start up a fresh character.
Nice.
Just make fewer mistakes with the stats, and I know where to go if I want certain things.
Cool.
So, and I didn't have to watch any video. Like the number one thing I try with this game in the beginning is not watch tutorials.
Okay, cool.
Like I'll look up the wiki where something, because this has extremely obscure stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll read information and then try to put it together myself. Like I try as hard as I can not to watch somebody just do it. You know, that takes the fun out.
Sounds good. Yeah, I've been doing that with Horizon. Like, if there's things that I'm just like not sure what the fuck they're talking about, then I'll look it up. But other than that, I kind of made the Horizon the adventure mode, so it makes you actually discover the things, which I kind of regret because now I'm probably taking a lot longer in areas than I should. But I'm enjoying the game. The game is so beautiful that I'm fine with walking around. I don't even use the damn horse or whatever animal you have riding. Right now I have it like a little dinosaur.
Okay, gotcha.
But now I heard that you could fly with one of the birds, and I'm like, ooh.
Oh really? Okay.
I might have to unlock that now. So cool. I gotta get back in the game. I've been trying like WWE 2K22 a little bit more. So I've been playing that a little bit before. So I took a little break on Horizon, but I'll probably go back on it today. 2K22 been a lot of fun, and it's been reviewing very well. So if you check it out.
Well, you didn't give your review last week, right? Because you got it in between.
I'm not gonna give it yet because I haven't tried every mode yet, and I haven't went through my Rise yet. So let me play my Rise a little bit and GM mode. I'll probably stream that today, so check it out on the stream at 5:00. I'll do the first GM mode, and I'll give you my review. I'll give you a full review of the gameplay and everything like that. I'll try more characters too, because right now I mainly played as Rey Mysterio because that's mainly the store showcase, and the tutorial is Rey Mysterio. I did play as Rhea Ripley, and I did play as Riddle, so those are already three people I wrestled with. So
okay, good stuff.
But for so far so good in the early stages, I'm actually really digging the new gameplay. I wish there was a little bit more moves that you could pick, but and I wish they so this is one thing that it's a little pet peeve throughout like the 2K series. I don't like when they put moves that people have never done.
What do you mean?
So for example, like Rey Mysterio, he has never did like the move that I think LA Knight does is like the forward DDT.
Okay. Yeah.
Rey Mysterio, my knowledge of Rey Mysterio, and I've been watching Rey Mysterio for over 20 years, have never seen him ever do that move.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I wish they went more in depth and actually pick moves that people actually do, instead of just doing certain moves on certain people. And that's my little.
Oh, okay.
But you can always edit that. But I don't want to go through everybody and edit shit that they never done. So I wish they did the diligence and actually did it more. But other than that, it's a good game. New gameplay is interesting. One thing I'll say, the new gameplay is harder with multiplayer, like playing with your friends and shit, because if you're strong button master, you would never get pinned. That's like one little issue. It's like if you're a strong button master, you'll never get pinned because you could tap your ass off to kick out a pin. Other than that, like again, the play's fun. The game looks good. The entrances look good. Some people don't look good as good. Like Bianca's kind of look. She doesn't look that great, but a lot of the other ones do. So it's a hit and miss. At least no one looks like what Dana Brooke looked last year. The last game, she looked fucking scary. Remember those eyes? I can't not remember those eyes. Those eyes look creepy as fuck. So, yeah. So at least it's better than that, and it's a fun game. I recommend if you're gonna be a long haul with this game, get the one with the DLC, which is I think $100, or wait for it goes on sale. If you're playing last gen, just get the regular edition. It's cheaper. If you're planning to play and get a PS5, get the one that has both versions, so you don't have to pay extra. I think you pay an extra $5 if you don't do that. So there's that. Other than that, yeah, check it out. It's good.
Good stuff.
Cool.
Good stuff.
The news. Did you watch the Nintendo, the PlayStation State of Play?
I did. I actually did.
So
I saw a few things that I thought was like, oh, that's cool. I like that.
So I got literally messaged by like 10 people saying the same exact thing. Yo, watch the State of Play. Why? There's one game I know for a fact you're gonna mark out for. That's exactly what mad people told me. There's one game there I gotta mark out for. I watched it. And, yo, seriously, I watched it, and honestly, there was none that really like caught my eye. The Ghost one, Ghost Tokyo, whatever it's called. That one I've seen. I'm a little interested in, but I've seen trailers on it, so that didn't really impress me. The Capcom game didn't really impress me, and I'm like watching it, kind of bored and shit. And then I hear Cowabunga.
Oh shit!
And I was like, oh shit! And then I was like, what is this? And then I was like, seeing seeing the Game Boy Turtles, seeing the freaking arcade, seeing the NES games and all that shit, all in one freaking thing for $40. Holy shit! That's fucking awesome.
It's pretty good. I think it took too long, man. What the hell? What?
Hey, man. You know Konami, they're busy making Pachinko machines.
Oh, Pachinko? Yeah.
Yeah, that's all they care about. That's all they care about.
True.
So they were like, you know what? Let's do something.
But then again, I can't give them all the shit because this is in line with what they did for Contra and Castlevania.
Yes.
And both of those are actually really good.
I'm extremely excited for this. I'm going to line up buying this game like maybe 3 times. If they make a physical copy, I will buy that. I'll probably line up buying on the Switch because that's I seriously will play this every day on the Switch. And then I might have to get on PS5 because I need the trophies. So it's a game that I'm gonna get. Seriously, it's straight up, and I'll tell you this straight up: if you tried to buy all these games individually, like for the original consoles, you'd be spending about $500.
Gotcha.
100%. Hyperstone Heights is $80. The 3 Game Boy games.
There's one in particular that's like $240.
Like the 3 Game Boy games.
But it sucks. Yeah. It's like that's just unfortunate. The
3 Game Boy games all go for like $75 each. Loose. So imagine new.
Yeah.
So the prices I'm telling you is loose. Hyperstone Heights goes for $60 loose. Turtles in Time Forward, it's usually $60, but if it's the original cartridge, because some people made bootleg cartridges, there's the cheap version of the cartridge and it's a little cheaper. Tournament Fighter for Sega Genesis, I think goes for $75 to $80. Brand new, it goes for like $300. So let me just give you the list of the games that are going to be honest. So you had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, Turtles in Time, the Turtles in Time arcade. So the 2 arcades in there. NES, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in 2, the arcade game, Manhattan Projects, Turtles 3, the box full of lies. And then Tournament Fighter for NES as well. So I think that's the one you're talking about. The Tournament Fighter brand sealed NES. That shit goes for like $300-$400.
Okay.
And it's a terrible game.
Mm-hmm.
Super Nintendo, we got Trolls 4, Trolls in Time, and Tournament Fighter. Sega Genesis, we got Hyperstone Heights and Tournament Fighter. Sega Genesis. And I'll tell you this one: all 3 Tournament Fighters all play differently. And then the Game Boy ones, we have Turtles Fall of the Foot Clan, we got the Back from the Sewers, and we got Radical Rescue. I'm extremely excited. They're saying that there is going to be online play for the arcades. I'm not sure about the regular console ones, but they said the online game, the online will be definitely on arcades. But from what I've been seeing people play with each other on the like multiplayers on it. So who knows? I'm crossing my fingers. They're also adding all 11 games of the original Japanese versions as well.
Gotcha.
So it's coming out on PS4, PS5, Steam, Nintendo Switch, Xbox Series X, S, and Xbox One. So I'm so excited for that.
Yes, sir. I'm glad it's a real thing.
I have a feeling the reason why they showed that is because they're gonna delay Revenge of the Shredder. They're like, my bad.
No, I don't think so.
I actually think
it's not coming. It's not coming from Konami. That's all.
I actually think they're gonna come out around the same time.
I hope not. At least spread it apart a little bit.
Cause or they'll come out like with
because that's a lot of games to play. You imagine trying to focus and you got like 17 Turtles games to play and you got to play this new one. Like
one thing I'm very excited for is the fact that it's gonna be so much easier to stream. Mm-hmm. I love streaming the Turtle games. I love playing them. So I'm excited that I could do the 2 players. I could do 2 players online and shit like that on a stream. So I'm extremely excited for that.
Yeah, man.
All the other games kind of like went to the other side. When I saw that, I got extremely hyped. And I was like, now I know why y'all said that. Like, that one's the one that got me hyped. There were some cool looking ones. The Forsaken one looks pretty interesting.
See, the thing is, that's kind of, I feel about that game how I feel about watching movie trailers.
Okay.
I know that game's going to be good because that's first party Square and they're not going to drop the ball. The first look I saw of it, when I saw how much you can see the money. Yeah. You can see the effort and the way they went with the lead and everything. And I'm like, oh, they're trying to show like that they can do this because, it's Square. They don't do black leads. Yeah. And I'm like, are they going all in? Yep. I was already interested from day one. Like, once I saw what they were trying to make and what she can do, I was like, bruh, I'm in. So every time they keep showing me more, I'm not surprised. It looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks good.
But I just don't want to see any more because they keep showing stuff.
Yeah, I haven't really watched much on it, so this is like the first time me actually fully watching it, and I was actually pretty impressed with it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm just the game I'm interested in is the Dino Crisis game. What the hell is that? Because you can, most people who will look at this stream that are interested in Dino Crisis were like, you can tell that this started as Dino Crisis and they went and they were like, let's just make it multiplayer. Like, you can tell. Yeah. It was, like, why was it raining dinosaurs?
And the girl looks kind of like
like Regina.
Yes. Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
And it's by Capcom. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So
like that's what I want because when was the last Dino Crisis game? Yeah. Bruh, it's been way too long.
Yeah, so, Xbox was the last one, right? 3.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, I never played that one. Bad. Was bad?
It was real bad. Like, it killed the franchise. It was so bad. So like that's why I'm excited for something even kind of using like something from that universe. Like, they're acknowledging this exists again. Okay. So that's literally. Sure, it doesn't look like it might be the best game, but I don't really care. Like, that's not my thing. I don't care about the biggest budget. What you know how me. Yeah. I play this stuff I like regardless. So I hope it's good, because I fear that even though people who have been waiting for anything Dino Crisis might be hype, a part of me thinks that this might end up like Lost Planet 3.
Yeah, I had Lost Planet vibes with this game as well.
And Lost Planet 3 is where they lost me because they gave it to another studio.
Yeah.
And they were going for a Western direction, and I think everything about that game was ass.
Yeah.
Except maybe there was probably some ideas here and there, but Lost Planet, I thought you could have named that something else and it'd been a better game. You know what I mean? This one, I just hope it plays good. Like it's fun. That's what I'm hoping for.
There's issues with the GTA, the next gen GTA online. You saw that?
No, what happened?
They say is they said the next generation still online mess.
What do you mean? Like the servers are messed up?
Yeah, the servers are not picking the game up good.
As in, like they just released a brand new one for PS5?
If you have PlayStation Plus, you get it early, so you could play the online now.
And it's not, and the server's on fire.
Yeah, they said it's
but it's not like glitchy or anything. It's not the game that's glitching.
They saying it's a mix of both. It's been glitching and it's been like a lot of like server issues.
Because again, we just talked about on the Wrestling Battle podcast.
Yeah.
How 2K the servers were on fire day one.
Yeah.
And I get that. Yeah. Every game nowadays, there's so many people, obviously, working from home.
Yeah.
Or still at home.
Yeah.
And once those games come out, servers are almost instantly full, and nobody knows how to resolve that.
Yeah.
So this sounds like that's par for the course. But if you're saying also glitches, I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
After that come on. After they released the collection and then more, come on, you can't do that.
Yeah.
When is the goodwill gonna wear off?
Yeah. And then also wouldn't you have probably a pen on this because you've been online for so long?
Apparently nobody has the answer, Mark.
I guess not.
Nobody has the answer for the servers being on fire day one. Nobody.
Because I was like, aren't you still running it online with the other system?
Even Elden Ring was having server issues, connectivity issues day one. So it's nobody can freaking stop it. It sucks.
Yeah. But
so, I just hope they don't repeat the last thing, because GTA collection was on fire and I think it's still on fire.
Yeah. I'm very disappointed with that. I couldn't even play it. I tried playing Vice City and maybe halfway through I was just getting annoyed of it.
Yeah.
They should have just took their time, make one each, and just update the engine.
I think they just it's an unfortunate part of you set release dates, you set expectations that something's coming out around this time, and if you don't deliver, people just give you hell. But you would think into 2022, because of what happened with Cyberpunk, people would always go, hey man, take your time and finish it. We don't want another Cyberpunk.
Yeah, like some companies are like, look at Horizon.
Yeah, they delayed.
They delayed because they want their staff to not rush.
It technically happened with 2K. Yeah. They learned a lesson from 20.
They were forced.
2 years. They were
forced to do it. They had no choice because also they had no choice also because they had to rework the engine because Ukes duck out on them like halfway through the game.
That's true, but again, the problem is meeting those release dates.
Yeah, I think
and thinking that you have to stick to it at the risk of your game, and you see what happens when you make the wrong choice. Stop risking your game.
Yeah, I feel like games companies should really stop listening to the fan base at that point. Like, if you feel like the game needs more time, take the time, and just be like, "Yo, sorry, take the time." If you have what easy thing you could easily do is if you have an older game or the first game before the sequel, and you need more time for the sequel, give the first game for free. Sorry for us having to delay, but here, take this game and play this while we were working on this game. So there's a lot of things y'all could do in that sense. Like with Cyberpunk, throw Witcher for $5.
Something
while we wait.
At this point, it's free.
Yeah,
Should be free.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a thing. Like I feel like more companies are gonna come to their senses and actually take the time, and you're gonna see the differences. Like again, with Horizon, they took their time. They did delay. They delayed 6 months from release date. I think it was supposed to come out October last year or November last year. And yeah, so give the space. Like I'm fine for the space. I'm not in a rush to play these games, especially when y'all crowd some months so much with so many games. Yeah, take your time.
That's it.
Like I'm not even touching Elder Ring yet. I might pick it up once I'm in like the 70-80% tile in Horizon. Then if it's on sale or if I catch it somewhere, I'll grab it. But yeah, but I kind of want to play it because I've been watching gameplay. I've been hearing stories from you, hearing stories from my coworker Alvin. Shout outs to him. It sounds like a game that I will have fun with. So I'm like, all right, I like shit like that. I like to discover things. I like to just wander around, and I like a good challenge. So I'm actually willing to play that. I'll probably stream that one too. Watch me die. I don't care. But yeah, more companies should go into that mode. Like if we need more time, don't worry. Like you don't need to go that. Like the people could fucking wait. Yeah, people could wait. They'll bitch in the beginning, but they'll also be happy afterwards.
But also, it's not just fan demand. It's also some of them are publicly traded companies, and when you don't make your deadline, that's your ass. Yeah. Because investors.
But so, they should also have that set mindset as well. Like now especially
they need to be educated. That's the thing. It's like they should. You're right, Mark. But those people aren't as educated as we are because they don't.
They're not the ones. Yeah,
they just want money.
Yeah, they're not the ones like making the game. They're not the ones like.
That's kind of the unfortunate part. Yeah. They don't care. They just don't. They just see the bottom line. How them dollars looking, my man? Yeah. What they saying? Let me see your 8s and 9s, your 87s on Metacritic. That's what they want. They don't care about you and your family falling apart because you had to work 7 days a week, and I don't know. I know it's the pandemic, but we want you in the office, Yeah. So that type of dumb stuff.
Yeah. So kudos to the companies that actually are doing good with their people and actually taking the time now. Mm-hmm. And hopefully more and more will come to their senses and be like, yeah, you know what? We can't make it, and this should be a company-wide thing. Like they should be able to talk to the like, say Take-Two Interactive. Like WWE needed the time to redo an engine and redo, like they needed this game to be good. They needed this game to be at least okay. Like it had to be good. It had to be people wanting the game, because what they did with 2K20 was a shit show. So this had to be good. So they needed the time, and I'm glad that they actually had the 2 full years of not even showing anything about it, not showing news, not showing anything. They just said the game is being made, and then the next new news you got after that is that Rey Mysterio was the cover art, and that was it. So, hopefully more companies go in that area of just like, yeah, we can't be rushing like this. Hopefully, we know we're not. We know they're not.
You right?
No, they're not. But anyway, but yeah. Cowabunga Collection, I'm excited for. Rush that one out.
I mean, you say that, but then when it crashes on you every 15 minutes, you
right, right. And I'm like, God damn it, that's my fault. Sorry. Oh man, I can't wait for that. I really can't. Because then I honestly will take my Switch with me everywhere if I have that game on my system.
Why not?
I'll be every single one of those. You know what's funny too is the Game Boy games. I actually got the Game Boy games like in a thrift, like a flea market. The person didn't know what they had, and I got all 3 games for $20.
Gotcha.
I got all 3 games and 2 NES games for $20.
Good stuff.
And I honestly, I looked when I got home. I looked them up, and loose them just go for about $75-$80, and I have the instruction booklets for them.
Oh, they had them there at the store?
Yeah, they had it with the
Okay.
instruction booklet, so I was
That's
like,
cool.
sweet. So I own those. I own the 3 Game Boys. I own Hyperstone Heights. I own Turtles 4. I own Tournament Fighter for Super Nintendo. So I own a lot of them. I own all the Turtle games for NES, except for Tournament Fighter, because I refuse to pay that much for Tournament Fighter for NES.
Oh yeah, that's right. There is a version of that game. I have seen it played, and it looks hilarious.
Yeah, it's on the collection.
Yeah. Well, prepare to laugh because that shit looks
I'm excited.
hilarious.
I'm so excited for this. So I want to get into this movie.
Yes, sir. So what we got this week? On our 2 decades of comic book superhero movies, from 1978 to 2000, 2000s, the specials.
Yes.
This is directed by Craig Mazin.
Yep.
And writing credits, they only have one person, James Gunn.
James Gunn.
With 2 N's.
Create the dude that did Peacemaker and Guardians of the Galaxy.
This is true.
He did a lot more other things, but those are the most current stuff he did. And the Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah.
The Suicide Squad, not the other Suicide Squad.
THE is in front of it. That's
Yep.
a difference.
Yep.
That's funny.
The Suicide Squad.
The release date for this movie was in the U.S. The premiere was September 18th, 2000, and oh wow, there's a lot. I don't think they don't have. Wait, did this not
I don't think this was
have a big
theatrical.
release? Well, it's making it seem like it had a limited run because it
Yeah.
says here limited, so maybe a limited theatrical release.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Probably.
Okay. And that was September 22nd, 2000 in the
Yep.
US. They have a better. Yeah, there we go. And the cast for this movie, this is a better list. They have multiple lists because that's true. It is Jordan Ladd as Nightbird,
Yes.
Rob Lowe as the Weevil, Jamie Kennedy as Amok, Mike Schwartz as U.S. Bill, Thomas Hayden Church as the Strobe.
He was Sandman.
He was son of. Oh, you say he was Sandman. They say he was son of Sandman. It's like, oh yeah. They have Pegette Brewster as Miss Indestructible, Kelly Coyfield Park as Power Chick.
She was in Living Color.
I was like, man, I remember her from somewhere, and I looked it up, and I was like, yeah,
Living Color.
She's in a lot of stuff actually.
That's where I know her. Like
A lot of the Wayans Brothers stuff from
Oh yeah.
the
She's
early
in a lot of their
'90s.
stuff,
Like she's
yeah.
little bit parts in their stuff. She was in Scary Movie. She was she's on the Wayans Brothers show.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx show, like all that stuff. She was on Martin, Tales from the Crypt. She was in Seinfeld. Bruh, this lady was everywhere back in the day. So, props to her. And always hilarious too. She could always play like the most out of place, like Susie Homemaker character, or just a person who gets caught up in something that, like,
Yeah.
what is going on. I think that's hilarious. Sean Gunn,
Yes.
Mr. Gunn's younger brother, I believe.
He's
right?
always in his movies. He was in Guardians, and he was also in the Suicide Squad.
And he's one of my favorite characters in this movie,
Yeah.
Alien Orphan, aka Doug, which I think is funny. Judy Greer as Deadly Girl, hilarious. She's actually one of my favorite characters too, because she's an asshole. James Gunn as, now here's the funny part, is actually Minute Man.
Minute Man, yeah.
It's not Minute Man. It's Minute Man.
Minute.
Which is kind of one of the funnier gags in the movie.
Yeah.
We have Jim Zolvik as Mr. Smart, which I thought he was a funny character too, like his little interactions. And that's about it. The other no. They have another character. The Johnny Mountain does not have a picture, unfortunately.
Yeah.
As news anchor, but then they have the character 8 as played by 8 different actors. So yeah, the actor's name John Doe is one of the 8s.
Yeah.
Abdul Salam Al Razak is one of the 8s. Lauren Kahn is another one. Tom Dorfmeister is another one. QT to you is another one. Johann Stoff is another one. And Brian Gunn, is he related to them? Probably. As another 8. And Samantha Cannon as another 8. So that's 8 different actors as 8, which I think is a cool character. But I will get into that because you have to actually talk about what the movie's about.
Yeah.
And it's about a superhero team.
Yeah.
And
like
basically we're introduced to them. Yes. We're introduced to them through Nightbird.
Yeah.
So she's actually joining the squad. Like she has superpowers, and this is her actually applying and joining the team. The one thing about this movie that I think is an interesting choice, and I didn't really realize it until about, I don't know, 90% of the way through, is they don't show you the superpowers.
Yeah.
The entire movie is based around superheroes and superhero teams, villains and whatnot. You never see the superheroes team, the main superhero teams.
Yeah.
You don't see their powers until the very end of the movie. I believe there's like 1 or 2 interactions where other people do things.
Yeah.
But the main squad, you never see them do this stuff until the end. I thought that was actually really cool.
I like how they like the little synopsis for the movie is like the 6th or 7th best superhero team in the world pursued the rightful place in the harshly competitive world of toys, tie-ins, and fighting evil.
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to make toys of themselves and shit.
That's not really a focal point.
Yeah,
it's a plot point.
Yeah,
like there isn't, because. Okay, what was the other movie we watched where the main superhero had like endorsement deals and he had the stickers all over him?
Mystery Man.
So Mystery Man kind of like they delved into that world of sponsored superheroes.
Yeah.
So in this movie, they're not sponsored,
yeah,
but they have sponsorship deals, as in like they don't need that money to basically run. What these companies, it's like they came to them.
Yeah.
So they saw them having their own thing, and the people were like, "Oh no, not let me. Okay, let us pay you to run you, as in the other ones, and then you endorse us. This one is more, you guys are cool. Let me make figures out of you as your PR guy, because you see the PR guy who, it is funny because he tricked them.
Yeah.
It's funny because he really BS'd them, and then when they see the toys, they don't look anything like them. It is hilarious. They kind of look like bootleg He-Man figures, actually. Yeah. So like, there's differences here. There's not just that thing, but I thought that aspect of it was actually funny, and it's one thing I think realistically, they don't really do that in comics.
Yeah.
Like usually when it happens, it's a big deal, but on the regular and in the real world. That really would be a thing if there was a team of heroes fighting to save the planet or whatever, the cities, the country, what have you. Somebody's gonna want to approach them to make toys.
So the funny thing is, and you say that, I think the only character that really like kind of like says something about it is Spider-Man.
At all?
No, he says things about it because people are making money off of his name, and he never seen a dime.
Oh no! Damn.
Like I think it was the Ultimate Spider-Man comic, and he saw a little girl that had the shirt, and he's looking at the shirt, and he's like, I had never seen a dime for that shirt.
It's great. That sounds like an old school Marvel artist right there. Yeah. That's messed up. Sound a bad contract. Marvel taking all your money.
Yeah, like
they still doing that, by the way.
But he's a character that always kind of said that, like all these information, all these merchandise, and I never even when he first met Spider-Woman, he's like, I'm gonna like call my lawyer about your name.
That's crazy. I mean, realistically, yeah. Like, wait, hey, come on. Confusion, man. We're not related. What are you doing?
But he's like one of the characters I know that actually has mentioned that, like, all these toys and shirts and everything, and I have not seen a dime.
Like, I know But this has only been recently. Like in Avengers, you hear Iron Man talk about that stuff.
Yeah. Well, Iron Man
like
made
the toys
it
and
business,
whatnot.
though. Yeah, Iron Man
But,
made it
but
a
I'm
business.
saying, that's super recent. That's within the past 10, 20 years.
Yeah.
Like comic books and stuff is an old medium, and even in the movies we've watched, right?
Yeah.
That's only come up like twice.
Yeah,
now.
they don't. Yeah, they don't really.
It's weird.
Yeah, they don't really open up like that. Like, all right, so now I should make some merch.
Because not every hero we see is Batman. Not
Yeah.
every hero we've seen is rich.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they are publicly known. That's the interesting thing.
Spider-Man broke, and he's wondering where
Spider-Man
he's going to get
broke.
his money.
Stay bro. Yeah.
He was rich
true.
once because of Dr. Octopus.
He was a different person. So yeah.
Doc Ock took his body and made him rich, and then he
was
lost
like, bro,
all the
what
money.
you doing? What you doing? Sell this stuff.
And then he
Stop
lost all
hoarding
his
it.
money.
Stop hoarding it, man. Sell it. Anyway. But I thought that was an interesting plot point. But I do appreciate and I was telling you about James Gunn as I guess as a writer.
Yeah.
What really stands out in this movie is I like that we don't know these heroes from a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
They're not owned by any comic company or anything, right? This is just for this movie. But he's managed to make them stand out and make them fully fleshed out characters and then give them a sense of identity. And who's who, who stands for what person you kind of think is shady and you can't really trust them, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's managed to really do that. And mind you, this movie is not even that long. It's an hour and 22 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we didn't say. It's rated R.
Yep.
And it's an hour 22. So yeah, there's F-bombs drop. I will say, probably Jamie Kennedy's best role in a movie. Just saying.
Oh God.
I don't care if you starred in Son of Mass, bro. That movie is whack. What was the other one? Malibu?
That one was okay.
Was Malibu supposed to be okay?
It was okay. It was okay. That's all I'm gonna give it. It's okay.
But in this movie, because of his character and the way he acts and stuff, where he's basically I don't know, if Nightcrawler was an asshole. Yeah. Essentially, because he's got blue skin and red eyes, and he literally wears Nightcrawler's colors, red and black. Yeah. But it works in this movie, in the context of this movie. It works, because again, they actually have a little sit down and they're talking about each other because the main six know each other for a while. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And they're basically bickering as they do. Thomas Hayden Church's character, the Strobe, gives his big speech, and Jamie Kennedy's nobody wants to hear that shit, man. And then, you kind of understand. He's there trying to give a speech because there's new members to the team. Yeah. He's trying to introduce them. And the people there, I guess this has just been a thing that's gone on time after time after time. They kept to keep hearing him repeat the same ass speech. That is funny when you realize that the lady who didn't want to hear it was standing right next to him. Yeah. It was his wife in universe, and she's like, I don't want to hear that shit. And then she reluctantly raises her hand. Yeah. And then he tells the story, which is hilarious. And it has a ridiculous way of getting to a metaphor. I understood the metaphor, but he had a real roundabout way of going about it, and it's so silly. And then you have the one dopey character that changed his mind and was like, "I would like to change my vote to yes. I want to hear this story." And I'm like, "Bro, you just heard the story. Shut up." And it's just oh my God. And so again, there's so much to actually appreciate. Yeah. I would say not everything in this movie is for everyone. Yeah, it's not I would come out and say, to me, it's not hilarious. This isn't the funniest superhero movie I've ever seen, because it is billed as a comedy. Yeah. So it's not the most hilarious movie, but it's a 100% different take on a superhero movie. Yeah,
it was kind of spoofy-ish in a way, but it's not like spoofing directly at something.
Yeah, it's not a spoof, but it is a comedy. Yeah. And it's I like that. I like them showing what joining this team is like, what it's like being around this team. Yeah. And then you have the moment where they break apart because the infidelity between the main character's wife the main Miss Indestructible and the Weevil.
Yeah.
Silly ass.
Goddamn Weevil.
Yeah, I know, it's hilarious. But like you again, you kind of get the sense that the Weevil's a little bit of a opportunist, and if she said yes, he's gonna take it, even if she's married, because he don't care. That's the type of person he is.
He's the Weevil.
I mean, at one point, his character like joins up with the villains. To get a spaceship. I get. I'm just like, this guy is just.
Sometimes you want a spaceship.
He just wants a spaceship.
Sometimes you want a spaceship. Sometimes that's the only way you can do it.
Yeah, I'm just like, but all the characters stood out to me. The character U.S. Bill, who was just a real dope, but apparently was super strong, and that's why he was on the team. And he's just a real, like, he has this code where he keeps going, I can't talk about my secret identity because, otherwise then I have to protect, how am I going to protect my family? And what if I have children and they'll know who they are? Then you find out he's just a guy living at home with his mom. It's hilarious. Which is kind of goes back to Mystery Man, because there was a character like that on the main team. So, but like, a lot of it is just really good. It's just really good.
All right. So where are you gonna give it?
I'm gonna give it a 3.25.
3.25.
It was a pretty good low budget superhero movie.
Yes. So it made your number 37.
37. How many times? 37.
37.
That's too many.
Yes, it is.
In a row? Jesus.
It's around. It's actually It made my. It's in my 35.
Okay.
Right now, as we go, our top 10 stays the same. Yours is RoboCop, Turtles, RoboCop 2, Batman, Toxic Avenger, Spider-Man 2, The Mask, Men in Black, Blankman, and Blade. Mine are Turtles 1, RoboCop, The Mask, Batman, RoboCop 2, The Crow, Superman 2, Blankman, Men in Black, and Blade. We are closing out this list with the last two movies. Our next movie is M. Night Shyamalan's Unbreakable. I think I said that right.
And this would be my first time watching the movie from beginning to end?
It's a good movie. From what I remember, it was a good movie. It's very interesting. It's kind of dry in the beginning, but it has a good story. It does have a good story. So
okay.
I haven't seen this movie in a long time. This is starring Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson. And down the road, we actually get the sequels to these. The unofficial sequels to these movies.
Okay. Gotcha.
Which is what was it? Glass and a Split.
Okay. Cool.
So, Unbreakable will be our next week's movie, and then we close out this list with X-Men. Not that one.
Wet fart.
It's the wet fart X-Men. The chafing leather suit X-Men.
I'll keep thinking that maybe I'll watch it and be pleasantly surprised, but just
I
like,
know. I know I'm in for it. There's things I liked of the movie, but I did not like the movie.
Man,
like I like Toad.
Just look like a
I thought Toad was good.
Why did Sabretooth just look like a buff homeless dude? Like,
because that's what he was.
Well, yeah.
I was not a fan of the X-Men movies, and seeing that we're going through these lists and we're actually going to be rewatching these X-Men movies, I'm skeptical, and like I know I liked X-Men 2, and I feel like I'm going to like that one again because that was the one that was more action packed than anything. But the rest of them, I had a lot of issues with.
I thought 3 was okay. It's just I don't like the story around how they did it. That's my problem with that.
Phoenix
movie.
just
story-wise, it's just
Phoenix just stood there and just watched.
Phoenix killed Cyclops.
And
that's not how the story goes.
And
why'd you delete him? I don't like why? Because he's not coming back.
He got deleted.
Oh yeah, because the actor doesn't want to be in the movie. He wants to be in Sonic. That's why you want to delete him.
Yep. He was like, that was like 20 years ago.
He was like, but he knew.
He was prepping.
He knew. He's like, I gotta get out of these X-Men movies. They'll keep me here forever.
They'll keep me here forever. I'll be an old man Cyclops.
Old man Cyclops.
No vision.
Is that how he turns out, or is he already dead? Was there an old man Cyclops?
I have
or
no
is he
clue.
Just dead?
Probably. I just made that up. Be honest with you.
He's just blind.
Yeah. So yeah, Unbreakable's next, and then following X-Men, and then we'll start our new list, which we would just. Is this gonna stay in the same? Are we gonna keep it in the same like ranking? Or are we just gonna be ranking?
Well, we can call it something else. It's not gonna be the same title.
Yes.
It's not gonna be the 2 decades of movies. You gotta call it something else. So I guess you can make a new list.
I guess we'll call it the comic book shop movies. Because there'll be comic books and superhero movies. So it's not only just superheroes. It's the comics like V for Vendetta. We're gonna be watching. Road to Perdition, and we're gonna be watching. Those are comic books and shit. So
gotcha.
Yes, there's gonna be a lot of different stuff in this list. So yeah, so I guess we'll start it. But I'll just put the X-Men, Blade. I'll put the 2000 movies within the list, so they're just gonna be in the countdown. You can rank them wherever you want, but they're just gonna be there because we already reviewed them.
Okay, no problem.
All right, so that's it.
That's it. Yes, sir. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Is Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you follow us anywhere and everywhere. RedCycloneInc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube. That is also SoundCloud. And that is Spotify. And we got a WordPress, so check it out.
Yeah.
Follow
me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch. All Merc the Mic. We just did the Hot Ones challenge. That will be live. That's on YouTube and Twitch TV. Merc with the Mic. So if you want to watch that, watch us defeat the Wings of Death. Watch those. Easiest way to listen to us is Spotify is RedCycloneInc. Please give us a review. 5 stars. We won't take more than anything else but 5 stars. If we don't, we'll find you. We will find you. We have a Jinkies.
Do it.
And we don't know what he will do to you. There's a chance he'll put your foot in the bread and eat it. There's a chance. I'm not going to guarantee it, but there's a big chance. He looks at the world like a Looney Tune, so he'll see you as a cheeseburger.
The only way to escape is to put some the bomb on yourself, and you don't want that.
Put the bomb on yourself and give us 5 stars. That's all you got to do, and then he will leave you alone. Damn, that shit gonna hurt.
I know. You don't want to do that.
You know what I didn't do, and Tommy kept doing is he kept wiping. He did it smartly. I didn't even bother with the wet wipes. Each wing I just grabbed and I just ate them. I did not wipe my hands. I just kept my hand. I honestly kept my hands down, so I don't touch my face. Other than that,
don't do that.
Yeah. Oh, that would have sucked. What sucked was, I'll tell you this, then this will be the last thing before we go. What sucked was when I was putting the sauces on the wings, I touched my lip. And I don't know which one was on my hand when I touched my lip. My lip was burning right before we were starting the show.
That was the bomb, just like, what's up?
I know, it was like just burning. I was like, that's what's hurting me more than anything is the fucking my lip because I touched my lip by accident. Anyway. Yes, Spotify, RedCycloneInc, give us a review. It helps us a lot. And check our other cast out. We have Against Brad I Swear. We got Wrestling Babble every week. We have Morphin Cast, Game of Rage, I Shell Shock, and Not a Trekkie. So stay tuned. We got new episodes of Game of Rage and I Shell Shock in the bank. And then we'll be doing some more later. So again, thank you for listening. Peace out. Later. And always remember, follow the Genius.